Hello.
We're in a complex dynamic system, basically. Increasingly complex and more dynamic every second because there are more and more actors in more and more places connecting. And we're all connected now. But what we've seen is that we cannot escape this. So globalization, by which I mean the flow across national borders of goods, of services, of people, of ideas, has led to much higher levels of connectivity between everyone around the planet. And we're all connected now. But what we've seen is that we cannot escape this. We saw it with COVID-19, we saw it with the financial crisis, we see it with climate change, we see it with the rising problems. And entanglement is the same as connectivity, but when you connect, you can get out, you can disconnect. When you're entangled, you can't separate yourself. And so the difference between connectivity and entanglement is moving from a situation where you could choose to leave the world, as it were, and prosper, to a world where we now are all connected without choice, entangled. I think it's a stronger word. I think it shows that we're in a knot together and that what happens anywhere in the world impacts everywhere. So I hope the word makes people feel that we have a responsibility which goes beyond individual identity to our societies. We're all entangled to everyone else in our society, in Korea, in other societies, but also across national borders, that we entangled at the world level. So what happens elsewhere matters to us. One belief system we need is this entanglement idea, or community is another way of thinking about it. I think what we're discovering is that actually we as good as our societies, and that we human beings are very social creatures, that we like living with other people and we care about them. We care if other people feel sad, that we care about, and that we get meaning out of relationships, out of being with friends, being with family, being with other people. So I think the belief system needs to move to communal one, caring more about others of all ages, all genders, different views, and less individualism. I think we also need to move to a less consumerist belief system, more circular economy, because it's not sustainable. We clearly have to move to a net zero system sooner rather than later. But that means also less driving. Even if we have electric vehicles, the materials in the vehicles, the steel, batteries, consume a lot of energy to produce. And so I think moving to a life where we prioritize community well-being, but whatever it is, you can do that in a community environment without consuming more and more. So how do you structure a society where people are able to give each other the support networks, the community, without the family of the past? And that comes back to 15-minute city. We're moving to a knowledge economy where being near a mine or being near some physical asset somewhere else doesn't matter as much. What we need now is places where people want to live, basically, but they can live anywhere, so where do they want to live? And that means that we can have cities, which of course we still need food, we still need water, we need energy, but very small part of the population can generate the food we need, and we can import it from elsewhere as well. So cities are important. My view is that 15-minute cities can be part of megacities. These are not opposites, they're the same. They can be, I think you can have lots of small cities within a big city space. So You can have neighborhoods where you meet all your needs within a 15-minute city. So you work, you play, you live, you buy everything you need within 15 minutes, preferably 15 walking minutes. I think diversity is very important. So I don't think you want all the old people in one place, all the young people in another place, all the skilled people in one place and all the unskilled people in another place. What cities are brilliant at is bringing different specializations together. That's why cities thrive. That's why cities have been so innovative. You have the AI next to the gym, next to the massage, next to the restaurant, next to the living, all together. And those different things have different types of workers in them. And you don't want the workers that work in the restaurant to have to come for 2 hours to get there because you only have people that in the AI business there. You're experiencing big inequalities geographically and long commuting times for some people. So a 15-minute city should be a 15-minute city for everyone, not just for the elite in the 15-minute city. And that means a much more mixed neighborhood. I think one needs a balance between the reality of everything you're saying, really terrible things happening in the world, rising tensions, climate change, etc., all the downside of entanglement, but also a recognition of the upside, both in the past and in the future. The only advice I would have is step back and think about the world your parents were in and the world of the future. The future doesn't change because of one or two people. It's like a drips filling a bath. It's just a cumulative thing, and then suddenly it's full. There's a lot more water in it than before, but it's only drips. That's how things happen. And the more people that are working on these issues, the more effective they'll be. So, yeah, I think there are reasons for optimism.